All right, here we go. Another one of these elements of art. Let's talk about space. All right, so in in 2D, talking about space, 3D is one thing, but talking about in 2D terms, you can create space through perspective, right? Which we spoke about, we took notes on, and which is, so let's just say we have, remember how we did this? We had a vanishing point, we have a horizon, we have things that recede back in space. I got a building here, and or like maybe here we like to, oh, this is the classic one where you have the road going back in space, and then we have what do we call them? Telephone poles going all the way back. All right, so that's perspective, right? There's like 1 point, 2 point. There's actually 3 point, which we didn't talk about, but that's essentially how you create the illusion of space when you're talking about something that's representational. You can also create space. There's different types of space: positive and negative. So say you have, let's see, let's talk about a composition. So let's just try to create a quick composition. We got the rule of thirds, right? We divided our page into thirds this way, thirds this way. This is where we want focal points. We want to pick one of these. I'm going to create like this shape that sort of does this, and then maybe I will even have a line going this way, and then I'm going to have, you know, something like that. All right. So I got this composition, and it's like each one of these shapes is sort of a different, um, you know, I don't say my focal point is, maybe I'm going to pick this one right here. Or maybe something else is going on here. I don't know. But what happens? I want to create the illusion of space. Well, there's a couple things. We talked about it up here. Anything that's dark wants to recede. So I'm going to say, let's just get my drawing going on here. Hmm. Yeah. I didn't like those eyes. I don't like the way they turned out. Oh, it's getting worse. Let's just make it bigger. Maybe this way. Maybe big dude. No, I don't know. I don't know. It just got worse. Whatever. Here. Yeah. There we go. Tick, 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 tick. You get the sun. And then let's just say I'm going to use lines that kind of go back. That also helps with space. Lines that go back, it's implying these lines are helping to create this illusion of space, of perspective. Things that are dark want to recede, so I'm going to darken this background more. I'm going to tone down this form some more. This is light, the lightest thing here, so it's really popping forward. Really not happy with those eyes. Let's give them do something like this. Whatever. So it's just notes. You guys relax. All right. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Whatever. We could work on it forever. This part right here, light comes forward. Then we're talking about positive space. So I'm recognizing this as a maybe like a head, right? And it's in the foreground. And this is the midground, and that's the background. So that's another way to create foreground, midground, and background. And dark recedes. right? Light comes forward. You guys do a better job with your notes. These notes are getting a little sloppy. All right, back here. So the negative space, the positive and negative space is here. So I recognize this shape is in the foreground as like an object, like a head. So that all this space around here, I recognize this as like, you know, another head back here in the way distance, right? So I'm thinking I sort of recognize this shape, right? And just in 2D, that shape is like this. So I'm recognizing this shape as the negative shape or negative space. This is the positive space. I recognize this is the negative space, the space around it. Like my hand, my actual negative space would be the space around my fingers, and my hand would be the positive space. Cool? All right.